I'm with Emma and Sophie from Macclesfield Netball Club after they played their third and fourth game in round 2 of the E&G Under-13s Youth Netball Premier League Northern Conference. First game against Chester started so slow. You was 8-0 down at one point, and I was thinking, oh my... No, it was 8-0. It was 8-0. No, but you were 8-0 down at one point.
Oh, yeah.
So I was thinking, wake up, Macclesfield, wake up. You did wake up. You forced... At half time it was 13-0, so the comeback was immense, so well done on that. But then it went back to how you started again. Can you give me any feedback on why the slow start, what got you back into the game, and why you couldn't keep that momentum up and potentially go on and win the game?
I'm not really sure why we got such a slow start at the start, but when we got straight back into it, and then we had quite a lot of change in people's position, so obviously then you're not used to playing with them on that day. So I think that's where we started to break down a bit into the game.
We started with a lot of silly mistakes, and our passes weren't hard enough in getting to the right players, but then we all had a team talk and change around positions, so that it started to improve our game.
No, it did. Whatever you did, I don't know what point you did it, but whatever you did, it changed the game dramatically. You come back from 8. I haven't never seen it before. I've been watching a lot of netball since I've started this, and I haven't seen that. Are you disappointed that you allowed Chester to get an 8-0 lead, and if you'd have started the way you kind of played when you got back into the game, would the outcome potentially been a bit different? How are you feeling about how that game went?
I don't think we're necessarily disappointed, because we never really are disappointed in our play, because we always put 100% into our game, but I think we just let them slip away a bit.
Yeah, just disappointed that you just allowed them to get the edge on you when you, in theory, just a bit more focus and desire and discipline potentially could have stopped that. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Cool. Ellesmere Port, a team that improved dramatically last season, but you made kind of easy work of them. Thoughts on the game? How did it go? Did you change anything from the Chester game, and what was the mindset going into that game?
Well, between the games we all went to McDonald's, and
always helps.
Yeah, we kind of talked about
some muck tactics you're talking about.
We could talk about what we could do to improve in the next game. I think that helped a lot.
I think we used a lot of the court space, and we didn't clump up as much, and we spread it out, and then used all the courts.
And the chemistry was flowing through the court.
What's your sister today?
Hockey.
Hockey. Ditched you for hockey?
Yeah, second week.
Fair enough. Okay, so moving forward, you are from last season the third best team in the country in this concept, which I think is the number 1 concept in the country. So I'm going to say the third best team in the country. You've got your first win. You've played some difficult games. Was it Oaksway, Kingsway Power, Chester, some 3 really difficult teams. Can you now push on as a team and now get X amount of wins to try and force your way into the top 4, or is that dream kind of disappearing now?
I think it's definitely possible, because we're not completely out of it now. But I think last season we worked a lot more together, and then we've come into the season, we've got a slow start, and we were hit with a bang with 3 really tough
games.
Yeah. And last season,
do you blame the person who did the fixtures?
Pardon?
Do you blame the person who did the fixtures?
Yeah, I think just more.
It could be that person.
I think just more as the seasons go on, we'll just improve more and
So teams like Saddleworth, teams like Wyre, are those 2? Say those 2 teams in particular. Are those 2 teams? They're the sort of teams you're going to have to start beating now to give yourself the best chance of getting into the top 4. Can that be done?
Of course
it can.
We just need to readjust how we play, and
just need to keep on improving.
Remember last season we only lost by 1 to Saddleworth.
Yeah.
And then we did beat them at Wyre in the ENG Grand Final last year by 1.
Yeah.
And I think if we play them again, we can definitely get a good lead on them.
Well done on your first win. It's great seeing you again, and we'll see you again in 2022.
Thank you.